This gang of robbers had just pulled off the heist of the century, 90 tons of gold from the National Bank. Just when they were about to make their clean getaway, the police found a weakness in their plan and arrested the entire crew. After playing cat and mouse with the authorities for so long, could the professor actually manage to escape with the gold bars and his team intact? The police finally tracked down the professor's hideout, discovering a treasure trove of evidence. Little did they know, he'd planted it all deliberately, bait to lure them into yet another trap. The professor had John stage a perfect crime scene, and following these breadcrumbs, the cops quickly uncovered surveillance footage of the thieves transporting gold at the docks. By the time they arrived, John and his crew had already set sail. Through interrogation, the police learned the robbers had dumped the containers into the ocean. The forensics team, analyzing documents from the professor's hideout, found coordinates and buoy markers for specific maritime zones. That's when the colonel had his aha moment and immediately dispatched a naval fleet to search for the gold. He had no idea he was walking right into the professor's web. Just then, the robbers' video message hijacked the airwaves again. Nick laid out every detail of how they'd smuggled 90 tons of gold out of the bank. This was followed by news footage of police divers searching for the gold underwater, inadvertently confirming to the public that the national gold reserves were indeed missing. The professor's chain reaction of moves left the colonel scrambling. At this rate, the country would descend into chaos within 3 days, exactly what the professor was counting on. This crisis would give him the leverage he needed to negotiate. The colonel summoned him once more. The professor suggested a simple solution: publicly announce the gold had been recovered, and the financial crisis would end. The colonel didn't know what other tricks the professor had up his sleeve, but with no alternative, he had to play along. As soon as he gave the word, trucks came barreling onto the scene. When the cargo doors swung open, there it was, the missing gold. Crisis averted. The colonel stormed over to the professor, furious. These gold bars were nothing but gold-plated copper blocks. The enraged colonel immediately ordered his men to take aim at the robbers. As police weapons trained on them again, thieves' hearts raced. The professor quickly reasoned with the colonel. The financial crisis was resolved. These copper bars would be sealed in the vault forever. Why worry about whether they're real or fake? Keep the secret buried. Take the promotion and glory. Isn't that the smart play? The colonel wasn't ready to let the professor off the hook. In that critical moment, the professor made it clear he'd never return the real gold. If I don't show up tomorrow, my people will expose the truth about the gold to the world. Then your crime of deceiving the nation, far worse. The colonel wanted to tear him apart. Soon, gunshots echoed from inside the bank. The police announced their victory to the crowd outside. As the last hostages were released, the robbers were slowly marched out in custody. This story is from the Spanish series La Casa de Papel, Season 5.